in the wee hours of the morning, courtesy of Chronicles and Hype, the timeline was blessed with yet more Dragon Ball Super spoilers. And I gotta tell you, these got me hyped. Okay, not for the reason that you're thinking, though, of course, because it's like it's not about what's happening in the spoilers. It's more so about what isn't. Look, you'll see what I mean. So going over the various pages, like I said, provided by Chronicles and Dragon Ball Hype on Twitter. Go give them a follow. I'm sure they'll like you for it. We see Beta, the new character Beta that was introduced in the last spoilers, interacting more with the students of Blue Hell High School. You know, Trunks is, trying to figure this guy out. He's like, well, what's going on with him? Like, him and Mai both have their suspicions and whatnot. And then we see, but Beta's getting the best of him playing basketball, and Trunks' world is just starting to unravel and all that good stuff. But you see also too within the same chapter, Trunks, he calms down, he settles, he gathers himself, he gets the upper hand. Beta's trying to spike this dude in the back with a football, which in the middle of the hallway, dude, the exercise no chill. He just threw a whole football at this guy's head. But Trunks was able to dodge it using all of that martial arts master tease expert crap shit that he's supposed to know. He's supposed to be able to tell that a football is coming from the back of your head. You're supposed to be able to dodge these things. You're a Super Saiyan. What? I guess he's just still a regular Super Saiyan. But he's a cousin of Super Saiyan 3. He's flirted with it. So yeah, he dodges the football, bounces back. It's got Beta looking foolish, and then you see later Beta just eventually, he just forgets all this undercover crap. He just goes straight for the throat. Like he's coming after Goten. I'm guessing because at one point he thinks he's the student that infiltrated the Dr. Hito's base. But eventually Trunks steps in. It's like, oh nah, it's like, hey, this isn't happening here, and I'm here to save the day. And that way Goten doesn't have to reveal his powers and whatnot, which I still think is a little, little baloney. I'm gonna be making another video about that in the future, just because it's like I don't know, for some reason nobody's really pointed this out yet, but it's it's whatever. But yeah, Trunks steps in. He faces off with Beta, and then eventually Beta's like, I guess I can't really hang with this dude. So he gets this, classic vintage model red ribbon mech suit. And it gets to the point to where Beta even tries to take Mai as somewhat of a hostage, Beta just went for the whole classic villain trope. He's like, it's not just enough to show up here and, try and spike footballs in the back of this dude's skull. We gotta think bigger, I think we need to pay tribute to the legends that came before me. Let's grab us an old-fashioned hostage, So he gets Mai as a hostage, but Trunks, of course, ain't having that. Boom, just blows up the whole dude's ship and catches Mai, and she's just like, oh my god, and all of that cool stuff. So, and of course Trunks can't reveal to Mai that he's the superhero because they out in front of everybody. But of course, he could just do that when they get back home. I mean, he does live with the chick, so I don't see this being too much of a hurdle. I'm sure he'll eventually reveal it's like, hey, that was me, and whether or not Mai believes him, I guess, is another thing. Or it might just be a case of the whole I don't love Peter Parker, I love Spider-Man. For my old heads out there, there was this thing where Black Cat, Peter Parker revealed his identity to Black Cat, and then she was like, ugh, okay, you can put that mask back on, so this might be a case, I like this idea of Trunks, I don't like this actual Trunks in front of me, she might still just be really stoked off of the other Trunks from the other reality. But yeah, that's what mostly happens in the spoilers, and that's what leads up to what, for me, is what's got me so hyped. My favorite part of the spoilers, the ending. where you see Beta come back to the hideout and talk with Dr. Hito, and it's like, yeah, I lost, and he's like, yeah, I saw that you lost, you failure, and then he's like, but it's okay, you know what? We're gonna come back even harder. We're gonna retinker. We're gonna get a new game plan going, and this time will be different. And why this has me so hyped? You might be wondering, is because the way the story's being set up, we're almost at the end of this little mini arc. We're already there. Like Dragon Ball has like conditioned me lately to expect like, oh, so it's gonna be like a whole year with this, or maybe 2, you know, whenever like these past couple arcs, Memorial Saga, Granola Saga, these were like a year plus affairs, you know. Even though this is kind of like a filler arc, I was thinking like we might be in this for like another 4 months. Like I was definitely thinking that would be the case, but the way that they sort of just revealed Beta just like within the same chapter, like it didn't take long for that to, you know, for that plot line to fulfill itself, so to speak, you know. I'm going off the cuff here, so my words are a little jumbly. Sometimes it's gonna sound like I don't word good, but that's just me being excited and talking fast and all that stuff, you know. We'll fix it in editing. But yeah, the Beta plot line was fulfilled so quickly, and now they're at the like what will be the 3rd attempt, which is typically when you align it with the 3-act structure of a story. Google that to know what I'm talking about, because there is no way I could explain it to you without doing heavy amounts of research. But the way they're setting the story up to where it's like, okay, now we're gonna come back, and this time, you know, it'll get them. It's like they have the zombies, like the straight up zombies, football player, you know. Then they beat him. Now they have Beta, and they beat him. So now here comes the 3rd boss, and this one will be the final boss. That's typically how it goes. And if this is the final boss, the great thing about this is if this is the final boss, the arc is almost over, going into Superhero and then post Z, because Superhero is supposed to be right before the end of Z. So I think we'll get like a retread, you know, of that. I'm sure there'll be like a retelling of that. But right after, and I mean right after, we finally get post Z Dragon Ball Super. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and it looks like it's only about what, 3, 4, 5 months away tops. It's looking like that. It's looking like that. So that's just my take on it. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the arc's almost over. We've got one more, you know, one more in line for the Beta series, or maybe like the first lineup of the Gamma series or whatever, you know, something to maybe allude to that, you know, to those characters a bit more. But yeah, I'm thinking this could be it. There is a chance that maybe they stretch the arc out though. Like I don't want to get you too excited. Like let's just say that, you know, maybe they're not doing this. There is a chance that maybe they want to stretch the arc out some more, just to buy themselves a little more time. And maybe now they take the attention away from Dr. Hito and the androids, Gamma, Beta, and Cell and all that stuff, and they move it to some other kind of antagonist for this, you know, for this arc. So it's like a 2-part arc. There's the Dr. Hito side, and that's the A side, and then there'll be the B side with some other kind of antagonist. Maybe where they even interact with this clean god dude. That could be very much on the table too. Hey, it could happen, but for me, I'm hoping it's the latter. I'm hoping that we're almost at the end of this arc, and that means that we go straight into Superhero, and from Superhero we go straight into Z. If so, ooh, I just realized, what if they do a retelling of Superhero in manga form? Ooh, they better not do that, because that will definitely make it take the whole year before we get to the end of Z, and that would suck. But what do you think, huh? What do you think? Leave a comment, drop a like if you got to this far in the video. Like, oh my goodness, like, thank you. We are like almost what, 9-10 minutes deep after edits, maybe? I don't know. Hey, look at you watching videos and shit. This is awesome. Hey, subscribe so you can watch more videos talking about Dragon Ball and just all kinds of other stuff still related to Dragon Ball are coming soon on the channel. Thanks for watching, and yeah, catch you in the next one.